Ladies and gentlemen, WWE 2K24 has officially been announced. Cover stars revealed. Initial details of the game have been finally unveiled after all the cryptic tweets. But I'm here to say, y'all need to chill, okay? I'm seeing YouTube videos coming out. This is going to be a generational game. This is going to be the greatest wrestling game of all time. Y'all, this is 2K. One of the sleekiest, sneakiest, slimiest, greediest companies out there. They're almost up there with EA, all right? I mean, they put a ultimate team mode, a card game mode in a wrestling video game, and then they hide a bunch of content behind it. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to go through the whole press release now and talk about some of the good things that I'm excited for. I'm going to admit, I'm excited for some of this. 40 years of WrestleMania sounds awesome, but let me be the voice of reason here, and let me try to maybe lower some expectations. Let's keep it on the ground here. Let's wait for some more details to come out before we take this hype train to outer space, out of the galaxy, all right? So let's start with the press release here. Obviously, Cody Rhodes on the cover. They're celebrating 40 years of WrestleMania. Okay, so I saw that, and I'm thinking, man, this is awesome. 30 years of WrestleMania and WWE 2K14 was amazing. It was so much fun. They're going to do 40 years? I don't know. We need to wait and find out if they release a list of showcase matches like they have the past couple years, because I got to be honest, and I don't like this, but I don't think 2K is going to do matches from every single WrestleMania like we saw in 2K14. Now you're saying it's 2K. They made 2K14. This is 2K24. Like, why wouldn't they? Gaming is not the way it was 10 years ago, okay? When 2K14 came out, 2K was still a company that cared about, like, even if you look at NBA 2K14, they cared about gaming and gamers and putting out good quality content that wasn't just ripping you off with microtransactions like NBA 2K is now. And so they actually cared about putting out a quality game, and that was produced and developed by Yuke. Shout out to them. We miss you. But man, Yuke's put their heart and soul into that game. That was crazy. We got so much content in that game. I am not going to be surprised if they do not do every single WrestleMania this year. Now, couple things, okay? WWE 2K14, they did 30 years of WrestleMania. They had at least one, if not 2, 3, or sometimes 4 matches per WrestleMania. So 29 WrestleManias, they recapped in that. You know, if you do 2 times that, that's almost 60 showcase matches, okay? WWE 2K ain't like that anymore. Last year with the John Cena showcase, we got, 8, 10 showcase matches? The year before that with Rey Mysterio, it was about the same. So there's no way they're going to go from 8 to 10 showcase matches to 40, and if you do a couple per WrestleMania, 80. Like, there's no way, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Please, 2K, prove me wrong. Release the list of showcase matches and show that every single thing, every single WrestleMania is going to be in this game. But I don't think so. I think we need to chill until we find out. But I just want to be real here and say I don't think we're getting that. I think the way they make it sound in here when they're talking about, 40 years of WrestleMania, they say we want to look back at some of the biggest moments in 40 years of WrestleMania. So to me, it sounds like you see here on the right with Hulk Hogan versus Andre, like that might be the starting point. Like, I don't know what they're going to do from WrestleMania 1 and 2. In 2K14, the only match they could do from WrestleMania 1 was Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd. I don't know if they're going to do that in this game. I don't know if they would want to just recreate and use the same matches from last time. I would not be surprised if they start at WrestleMania 3 with Hulk versus Andre, and then maybe you're jumping to like WrestleMania 6. And we'll get into that with some of the bonus content. It might kind of spoil some of the other showcase matches that they're going to do. But let's be real here. Again, I hope I'm wrong. 2K, prove me wrong. But I think we are not going to get every WrestleMania 1 through 39. I don't think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get maybe 10 to 15 WrestleManias. And with the newer WrestleManias, I would expect to see a lot more showcase matches like last year, the year before. The WrestleMania arenas they already made that are in the game, they could probably do. Even I think WrestleMania 22 was in the game last year, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But anyways, let's just get that's kind of the big thing. It's like, let's be real about that, guys. Let's be real, okay? So 2K announced today. The standard edition is Cody. Deluxe edition is Bianca and Rhea. And 2K, kind of a cop-out, okay? You did this with NBA where you put a girl on the cover of the deluxe edition. You're doing the same here. I get it. It would be hard to just have your straight WWE 2K game be just like Bianca and Rhea. People will get upset. People will want a guy on the cover. But it's kind of a cop-out. I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad for it, you know? I love that. Like, good for them. I'm glad they're sharing the cover, too, even though, I don't know, Rhea had a great year. Probably should just be her. But kind of a cop-out. Would love to see, you know, a women's wrestler on just the cover of the whole game. But also you got Cody in there, and now CM Punk's back. You know, you have a bunch of stars. Or, hey, 2K, look back at the old SmackDown vs. Raw games. You can put multiple superstars on the cover. I think there was a SmackDown vs. Raw game that had like 5 or 6 on the cover. Like, you can do that. That's okay to do that. You could have put Cody in the middle and had Bianca and Rhea on the sides of him. I think that was 2011. It had like John Cena, The Miz, and like Randy Orton on his side. You can do multiples like that. You can make a cool cover like that. But yeah, kind of a cop out. You know, just put them on the deluxe edition. But okay. So, all right, several franchise advancements. 40 years of WrestleMania. Okay, we're gonna have 200 superstars and legends. Now, I'm interested to see how many superstars we had before this. You know, how many they're going to be adding. But again, I don't think we're getting 39 WrestleManias. The roster would be probably insane at that point anyways. The roster's already crazy with all the legends and stuff in it. So, yeah, obviously they're adding more. But, again, I don't think it's going to be that many. We have the 4 new match types, ambulance, special guest referee. What else they say? Gauntlet and casket. I think we'll get into that below as well. But anyways, March, coming out early March. Right, and then just some quotes here from Cody, Rhea, and Bianca. Okay, so 40 years of WrestleMania. Okay, from Hulk Hogan, blah, blah, blah. Showcasing Immortals, play through the most iconic moments in WrestleMania history. That is what I'm saying. That line right there makes me so skeptical that they are not going to do every WrestleMania. They're only going to pick out some, and it's going to be like 10 to 15 or something like that. And again, the newer WrestleManias, they might throw more in there. And again, we're using slingshot tech. Oh boy, it morphs gameplay to live action footage. They act like that's the craziest thing ever. It's so cool. We gave you this cool slingshot tech. It sucks. Back in WWE 2K14, they were literally reanimating the matches, and it was so cool. They would even there was some botches in the matches, and they would even fix those in the reanimation. This slingshot tech sucks. The live action sucks. How if it's blurred out anyways? They have to blur out the WWF logo. They have to blur out the referees. They have to blur out cleavage, they have to blur out half the thing. It sucks. Just reanimate it in the game. That's so much cooler. And even just having live commentary, recreated commentary. They did that with 2K14 as well. They had JR and Jerry Lawler commentating over it again. Yeah, it was cool. Now it's been, and I would assume it's going to be the same. You just hear some generic music in the background the whole time while you just complete objectives, and it's not good. It's not as fun as it used to be. I'll still play it. obviously, but slingshot tech sucks. They should just reanimate it. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Okay, iconic roster. I don't think they announced anybody new here. Stone Cold, Cody Rhodes, John. Even up above, they talked about some legends here, but they're already Roman Reigns, Andre, Becky, Batista's in the game, Kurt Angle, Asuka, Bret Hart's in the game. I believe Macho Man's in the game. Chyna's in the game. Yeah, so they haven't announced any new legends. Again, interested to see what that's going to be. Okay, new match types. Here we go. Okay. 4 new match types, special guest referee, ambulance, casket, gauntlet. Great. Good job, 2K. People are going crazy about this stuff again. Listen, the match types are great. They were in the game 10 years ago. 10 years ago, they were in the game. And now we gotta clap for 2K. Clap for 2K. They're putting stuff back in the game that was already there 10 years ago. It's the same thing that Madden does. They add stuff that was in the game. Like, at this point with Madden, it's been 20 years since they made, like, a new awesome game. And before they started taking stuff out. So it's the same thing. We're supposed to clap for 2K. Listen, it's great. I think ambulance match is the only thing that's never been in the WWE games except for the DS version of SmackDown versus Raw or something like that. So that's cool. Can't wait to see that. Finally, we have these other match types back. Cool. They'll be fun. But again, like, that's kind of one of the big selling points of the game is like, hey, we added some match types. Yay. Clap for us, buy the game, like War Games last year. Cool, but that's the main selling point of your game. Like, nah, that shouldn't be it. That shouldn't be it. Yeah. So, of course, they're saying everything's gonna be back there. They're gonna have 8 online players in the online Royal Rumble. I don't even play online, so I don't really care about that. They're doing the backstage brawl. They're upping that to 4-player. Cool. I don't play backstage brawls either. Like, okay, cool. Good for you. I'm sure some people out there are hype about that. But again, this should be like the bare minimum. Hey, we're adding old features back into the game. Because when they transitioned to 2K15, they screwed it all up. All they had to do was take 2K14, move it to next gen, give it the awesome next gen graphics, and then make it continue improving the game from there. But they restarted, and now we're finally getting stuff that was in the game 10 years ago. Gameplay upgrades here. Super finishers. Interested to see what that is. Trading blows. I would assume it's just the boo. Yeah, back and forth. Top rope dive into a group of opponents so everybody falls down. Double title matches, which should have been in the game last year that I was one of the people that was really frustrated with. Like, it was already happening. Like, Roman had both the belts and he was defending them every time, but they weren't in the game. New paybacks. Cool. We're finally getting trash cans back. Oh my gosh. Again, stuff that used to be in the game. Guitars used to be in the game. Microphones. Okay, that's new. That's cool. Good. Hey, good job. Probably should have been in the game, but we'll take it. That's cool. Throw weapons. Again, that was in the games before. We're bringing it back. Okay, 7 real referees are being added. Hallelujah. I will give it to 2K on this one. I am so excited about that. We, as viewers, know the referees. Like, there's probably only, 7 in real life. And so we're used to seeing them, And so it's nice that we're going to be able to finally see them in the game instead of the generic referees they've been using probably since they moved to 2K15. They've been using, the same refs, even, before that. They got the blonde hair guy. And I'm not talking about Little Nate. I'm not talking about him. They had some blonde guy with spiky hair that was in the old SmackDown versus Raw games. So I'm excited about that. That is a good feature. That one deserves some praise. Finally getting them into the game. Great. And then down here, is just very basic. Hey, my GM, we're making some upgrades to it. Great. My faction, hey, we're going to focus a lot on this because this is where we're greedy. You got to spend some real money and get some VC and buy some packs and stuff. They'll focus on that and making content that's exclusive to that. We'll talk about that. My Rise, we're doing the 2 storylines again, the men's and women's storyline. So cool. Hopefully it's good. They're saying people are doing voiceover for the first time. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Mick Foley, and others. Great. Cool. That's to be expected. A nice, hopefully it'll be good. And hopefully it's a new, unique storyline and we get some cool side stories. But hopefully there's more to it than, hey, we're just doing the same thing again with different storylines. Because there can be other upgrades to it. A lot of the side content can be repetitive and it's just kind of boring, bland, not fun. Oh, you're going to do a 6-man tag team match. Like, oh boy, can't wait to play this for waste a half hour on this over some Twitter beef on my phone, you know? And Universe, sadly, that's my favorite mode. And being this far down on the list, you already know it's not going to get a lot of attention. They say that, you know, there's going to be new cutscenes, you know, special guest referee supports there, double title matches, Lizard leaves town. Great, but sadly it's not going to get a lot of love. That mode could be like totally revamped, and they should bring back Create a Story. They're not gonna. They're just gonna make small improvements to it. But hey, if the booking gets better, the auto booking and the cutscenes get better and stuff is more cohesive, great. I wish they would add in interference like run-ins and stuff to this. That's one of the things that make the older games fun. With Universe mode is having random people run in during the match. You can do it in Play Now, but in Universe mode, you can't do it, and that sucks. I wish that they would mention that there. Oh, wait. Hold up. It does! Hey! Wait. But rivalry actions, including run-ins. So, I don't know if they're talking about, like, the Play Now run-ins, where it's just a random person, or if it's specified to the rivalry action. My hope is that it's like real run-ins from your rivals, but my expectation is that, it's just whoever you're having the rivalry with, they can have an action where they run in the match or something like that. But we'll see. But again, it's going to be a slight improvement, nothing crazy. The creation suite. Okay, we have create a referee, which is cool. Like, I don't know if... will people make like the AEW referees? Probably. I'd probably make myself as a referee. I don't know. Like, why not? As well as create a sign. The things I'm interested about these are they going to be able to be uploaded and downloaded from community creations? Because if so, awesome. People will create the AEW referees and you can download them and add them into your universe. Or select them maybe for certain stadiums and Play Now or whatever, and create a sign. It would be cool if people could upload that and you could just download people's signs, because honestly, I'm not going to spend a lot of time creating a sign. Yeah, and then of course they're like, hey, we're going to add some other improvements to the stuff that's already there. Cool, that's pretty basic, whatever. Peacock promotion, I didn't notice this. It says new subscribers get 1 month of Peacock. So for all of us that probably have had it or do have it now, I don't think we're getting an extra month for free. We are just, if we were a new subscriber. So get another email ready to go, I guess. I don't know. So now let's talk about the additions, okay? So standard edition comes with just the Nightmare Family Pack, okay? I don't think they have screenshots yet here on Xbox, but this is like the Undashing Cody Rhodes, which is Cody Rhodes with the face mask, Stardust, Dusty Rhodes, and Billy Graham. Okay, cool little freebie to add on for pre-ordering the game. But again, don't pre-order this game. Not yet, anyways. Not yet. It doesn't come out till March. Okay, so just pump the brakes. Okay, pump the brakes. Calm down. Let's wait for more information. Okay. The deluxe edition, okay, $100, so $30 more. This one is probably the best one to get because you do get the season pass with this one. They haven't announced it yet. Again, I would probably wait for some announcements regarding the season pass and the rest of the roster for that matter. But the season pass is great. Usually it's good content anyways, and usually you're going to buy it at some point. So this version is pretty good. You get the early access with this version too. So if you want to play 3 days early, if you can play 3 days early, if you're not working and busy, this is a pretty good one to get. You get that Nightmare Family Pack. You get a bonus pack here. You get a My Rise Mega Boost, which just gives you extra skill points to spend at the beginning. Kind of takes away from the fun of building it up, but at least you don't start out as like a total scrub, So not bad. And then you get a supercharger, which just gives you some of the unlockables. It says some. It doesn't specify what, but it gives you some of the unlockables. So yeah, if you don't have all the time in the world to be racking up and you just want some stuff unlocked out of the gate for you, that's great. For me, I like to go through and unlock stuff as I go. I don't want everything right out the gate. But yeah, this bonus pack, let's see if they mention anything about it. I don't remember seeing too much with it. If Xbox wants to load here, maybe not. But anyways, let's talk about the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition. So this edition, $120. Okay, so you're talking 50 more than the regular version. 20 more than the deluxe edition. Okay, so what do you get for that extra $20? Okay, well, let's see. Okay, you got season pass, great. Mega boost, yep. Supercharger, great. And this one includes all unlockables. Okay, so basically you're paying to have everything unlocked right off the bat, and then this 40 Years of WrestleMania pack. Okay, I got issues with this. Okay, so the deluxe edition bonus pack. Oh yeah, it's just My Faction stuff. Cool. Hey, if you like My Faction, what's wrong with you? No, if you like My Faction, I'm sure you'll love this, but I have no interest in playing a stupid card collecting game, Ultimate Team, and a wrestling game. So I don't really care about this. I'm interested. It says gold My Faction cards and alternate attires for Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. I think that is alternate attires in the regular game. I don't think it's specific to My Faction. Oh, and speaking of My Faction, we'll just hit it now. Okay, they're locking more content behind My Faction. Yay, good job, 2K. Part of that Nightmare Family Pack is an exclusive Pharaoh Manager card. Now, Pharaoh, if you don't know, like I didn't know until somebody mentioned it, that's Cody Rhodes' dog. Okay, cool. You can have the dog in the game as your manager. That's freaking awesome. Oh, it's only in My Faction. Well, that's absolutely stupid. I mean, that's such a cool feature. You can have Cody's dog, like, walk him down the ramp and then be at ringside for the match. Is the dog going to hop on the apron and distract the ref too? I don't know. But that's awesome. But you're locking it behind My Faction, trying to push people to that mode so you can make more money. It's just, again, sneaky, slimy, greedy. It sucks. It sucks. Why not have that in the main game? I'm not playing My Faction to see Cody Rhodes' dog. Put it in the regular game. Like, what are we doing, 2K? But that's what you expect. And so basically, for an extra $20, everything's unlocked. Again, they don't say what's unlocked with that what was it? The supercharger for the deluxe edition. I know for sure in the 40 years everything's unlocked. I'm not sure about the deluxe edition though. But basically, we are hiding more content behind an extra $20. So hey, if you're loaded or you just want to drop a bunch of money on this game, great. But for me, this sucks because boom, right off the bat, a WrestleMania 40 concept arena. Okay. At least I think it's a concept arena. Maybe they are waiting for WrestleMania 40 to happen, or maybe they already know what it's going to look like, so they're already working on it in the game. That could be a possibility. But remember in 2K14, they made a WrestleMania 30 concept arena, which was just so cool. They never do that. But guess what? It was free. It came with the game. But what do we get in 2K24? What is modern gaming? DLC, the Super Deluxe Edition, if you want to call it. The $120 version. You got to pay for that version to get the WrestleMania 40 arena. I would like to see a concept arena. If they're doing the WrestleMania 40 arena, I guess after it happens, maybe they would release it. They would add it to the game. Okay, but like, you're just going to get that next year. Like, that's nothing really special. If it's concept arena, cool. But again, you're hiding it behind the Super Deluxe Edition, the 40 Years of WrestleMania Edition, $120. That is stupid. More My Faction cards. Okay, screw you. Take your My Faction cards. I don't care. And then you get alternate attires. Triple H's WrestleMania 30, which was, if I'm right, that's Daniel Bryan. Okay, cool. Am I right? Is that Daniel Bryan? Or was that, you know what? Maybe that wasn't. Maybe that was when he teamed with Stephanie against Kurt and Ronda. I don't know. But cool, yeah. Rhea Ripley, WrestleMania 36. Okay, here's a little Macho Man, WrestleMania 6. So that could be a potential showcase mode, which was in 2K14. They had the Macho Man winning the tournament at WrestleMania for the title. Great WrestleMania. I'm glad they're throwing it in here. I'm assuming they're throwing it in if it's in an alternate attire. But you'd think then, wouldn't you think you would just unlock it through the game? Why do you have to pay $120 to get the alternate attire for the regular game? I don't know. Charlotte Flair and Rey Mysterio from WrestleMania 22, which again, that arena is already in the game. So makes sense that they would do some showcase matches there. So there's some extra potential showcase matches, showcase ideas. But again, this is all you get for the extra $20. You're getting the WrestleMania 40 arena. We don't know if it's a concept arena or if it's just they're just gonna make the arena in the game and just put it out when WrestleMania 40 happens instead of waiting a whole year for it. And then you get some alternate attires, which people might just make in community creations. That'd be cool. But yeah, it's not worth it. It's weak. It's weak, honestly, for $120. You're not getting a whole lot extra. I mean, and again, these are just alternate attires. Last year, with the $120 version, they gave out the Ohio Valley Wrestling versions of Batista, Randy Orton, John Cena, and who else? Brock Lesnar. So, like, that was cool. You have completely different characters, with different attires as well as sort of different facial features and different hair and stuff, but different movesets. These are just strictly alternate attires. So, I mean, it's just not worth it. They just want you to shell out $120 for the Super Deluxe 40 Years of WrestleMania edition. Again, if you're going to get one, just do the deluxe edition, the early access. But even the early access, man, that's such a cheap thing to hide behind a deluxe edition. If anything, I'll probably just get the standard version. But please, please, please hold off on pre-ordering. Don't shell out that money now. Wait for more information. Lower those expectations, guys. Please, please. Let's keep them low. Let's hold 2K to a higher standard. Let's not clap at the bare minimum that they do and act like this is going to be the greatest game of all time, because it's not. But that being said, I'm still excited. But, man, some of y'all really need to chill. And we all, as a community, need to just bring it down a little bit. But yeah, can't wait for more news. Thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're so inclined. Leave a comment down below. Call me an idiot or something, or call me a hater, just because trying to keep expectations low and keep them realistic here. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.